Hey guys, one of the most asked questions I get in my DMs is from nail techs. And they always ask, I'm going too slow. What am I doing wrong? How do I get faster? First of all, you're not doing anything wrong. It's part of the process. If you're in the nail industry, even if you're a beginner, or if you're even been in the industry for a while and you feel like your speed is not up to par and you know you can be faster, there's a few ways that you can increase your speed without having to sacrifice your quality because we never want to increase our speed and sacrifice our quality. And one of the main things is going back to your fundamental basics. As a nail tech, for example, I'm going to use the nail salon for an example because I'm a salon nail tech. And at the salon, the environment is a lot different. We're not in an enclosed space or suite with our client. A lot of private nail techs, you guys will book your client, you'll give yourself an hour and a half, 2 hours, and that's how long you're going to take. At the salon, it's different. We don't do long nail design from clients walking in because generally 80% of the clients that come in are just doing standard, what I call mom nails, and they're just wanted their nails done, either dip, short nails, one color, French, simple design here and there. Nothing too extravagant where it's going to take us 2 hours or 3 hours to do. So we're able to actually work on more clients over time, turnover rate, and that allows us to go through the core fundamental basics of prep, application, filing, and finishing off the set. And I do more of those sets per day and I get faster by doing more sets compared to if you're a private nail tech and you come to this industry and you want to just do long nails and design and then you're a beginner or even if you're now been in the industry and that's all you want to do, you're going to be stuck yourself with a set that is going to have to take you an hour to 2 hours to do. And you're not going to be able to go to the repetition and build that muscle memory you would if you were doing standard sets. Now, I'm not saying don't do long nails and designs. If you're passionate about it, great. But give yourself some clients that are going to be able to get you working more and not go into the process of doing nails instead of doing maybe 2 sets a day. You can probably be doing 5 sets a day with the time that you have by doing just the more simpler things. And you'll be able to increase the core fundamental basics of building the nail foundation. And once you get faster with that, everything will just fall into place. And another thing is in the environment of in a private nail tech, you're in there with your client and sometimes it's easy to get distracted. You're hanging out with your clients. You're not actually working. Remember, time is money. The client's there to pay you money. Yeah, they would love to hang out with you, but you're going to be taking longer doing that. I would say 15 to 20% of your time is probably just sitting there hanging out with your clients compared to actually doing working. You can still hang out with your clients, talk to your clients, small talk, and still get your work done. And timing yourself is very important. A lot of times, my students, they're in the class, when I teach the workshops, I would have them time themselves. How long did it take them to prep? How long did it take them to apply tips? How long did it take them to do application, filing, all that? And then when they done, we look back and we see, oh, this is how long you took doing this, and then they'll be able to target what they're taking the longest to do on. And majority of the time is application because that's one of the biggest things with acrylics. If you're an acrylic nail tech, your the application makes up for generally almost 70% of the process. If you do great application, you'll do less shaping, less filing because it's not as bulky. And if you don't do good application, you have to make up with that by spending more time doing the other steps. Now, if you're doing just standard sets, you'll be able to go through the application process more because you'll have to get more clients in and you'll be able to build that technique and that skill over time. Now, if you do a set, long nails and design set, yeah, you might get paid, $150, $100 plus, but you're only doing one client in 2 to 3 hours. Some nail techs even take up to 4 hours, which I think is way too long. Anytime you're taking 4 hours, there's definitely something wrong. You definitely got to relook at, the core fundamentals and go back to the basics. I always tell my students or any new nail tech industry, don't fall for the social media where you see all these long nails and designs. It's these nail techs. We've been in the industry for a long time. We're creating content, for social media. We're not really out there actively working like how you would work in the field. A lot of nail techs have to choose between being a content creator, influencer, and also making money. Majority of the nail techs that I see that are successfully making good money are just nail techs that do standard sets because they're doing more of it and they're targeting the larger consumer amount of consumers that are getting their nails done, which is a smart move. So you really have to think to yourself, am I in this for financial or am I in this to be an influencer and content creator? Now, being in it for financial will all get you to being an influencer and content creator later on because you'll be able to build up that skill level. Then you'll be able to cut down the time building the foundation, and then you can have more time to do the designs and everything else. and then your whole total set time will be cut down shorter. A lot of nail techs are now struggling because they built up this habit where this is what they're used to doing. I'm giving myself 2.5 hours. I'm gonna take 2.5 hours. Gotta pressure yourself. Push yourself to get faster. I'm not telling you to rush and lose your quality. I'm telling you to be mindful when you're sitting there, because you definitely can get faster if you actually mentally think about it and push yourself. For example, in a salon environment, there are some times when I used to work in a salon back then. I This set would take me an hour, but it gets busy, and the owner's like, "Hey, we're really backed up," and that kicks me into overdrive. I'm able to actually push myself to get a little quicker because I'm in this environment where I feel like I have to. You feel bad for clients waiting, and you want to get as many clients in as possible. So I speed up about maybe 10 minutes faster, and once I do that, I'm able to consistently repeat and get quicker and quicker over time until I get to like hey, this is how long it's going to take me to do a set, regardless if it's busy or not busy. And that's where you want to really peak as a nail tech. And as a nail tech that specializes in acrylics, that's how I did it as a nail tech to get faster. I really encourage a lot of nail techs to get that salon experience. Once you work in salon, you see the environment. It may not be for you, but it's definitely a good experience to have. Yeah, you maybe get turned away from salon because it's too not busy or they don't need nail techs. There's plenty of salons out there, and one of them had to hire you at some point. As long as you're licensed and you go in there, you tell them exactly what you want to do, and get your experience. I see a lot of nail techs that listen to my advice when I used to give that advice, and they get that salon experience. They say, "Hey, it wasn't for me, but I definitely learned a lot by working there for a couple months." And that's all you really need as a nail tech or as anybody that works in a skilled trade. You want to get as much experience as possible. And that's my advice to a lot of you guys that you feel like you're stagnant or you going too slow and speeding up. Go back to your core fundamentals. Bring in some short nail clients, start promoting it, give some special or something, bring the clients in so you can actually work more on more clients over time, and then, get that experience in. You're able to see how long it takes you to do something, push yourself to do a little quicker next time, and also take in fills, even repairs, whatever. I say, one of the best things about building clientele for me when I was in the nail salon was doing repairs. I used to do free repairs. A lot of nail techs didn't even want to do them. They're like, "Hey, I'm busy and I'm not doing that." I'm like, "Hey, send it to me. I do a repair. That client's going to come back to me and I get the experience." So I'm going to do more of these videos, and I hope this answers a lot of questions for you guys and give a lot of tips and hints to help you with the process of you becoming a successful nail tech. And I'm going to use my DM and my inbox to answer these questions because it's really tough for me to and reply to that person, and then I get another person ask the same question. So I'd rather just do these videos. And if you have any other questions, you also DM me, and I'm going to go through all my DMs and start answering the questions like in this video, long video forms. I hope you guys really enjoy this, and do stop by my YouTube and support the YouTube channel a little bit. Drop a subscribe. I'm trying to do these more longer videos now compared to the shorter like reels and stuff like that. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one, okay?